Hello everyone, welcome back to Inktoberfest with Maker Forte. Kimberly here from KimmyB16 and I'm back to show you how to use some of your ink refills mixed with kaleidoscope powders to make some ink sprays. I will show you my sprays mixed with water in one bottle and 91% alcohol in another. Maker Forte has these 2-ounce bottles that are great to make your sprays in. They also have labels that you can get to put on the bottle. Write the name on it, and then remove it in hot water when you want to put something different in it. I'm going to use these mini mister bottles because I had a bunch and they're perfect for making a sample size to see if I like color before making a batch in the 2-ounce bottle. I need this pipette and measuring spoon to scoop the kaleidoscope powders into the bottles. They're actually measuring spoons for labs that I got from Amazon, and they are the perfect size for this. I've marked one bottle with a W for water and one with an A for alcohol and the other using a Sharpie. The first mix will use Solar Flare Kaleidoscope Powder and Salvage Patina Distress Oxide. Make sure to mix the refill really well before making the spray. First, I will add 2 pipettes of water to my mister bottle. Then I will add 12 drops of Salvage Patina ink refill. Next, I will add half a spoon of Solar Flare Kaleidoscope Powder and I will shake it really well. I found there are a few differences between sprays made with water and alcohol, so I wanted to show you how they each may affect your project. I'm going to make the same mix, but this time substituting alcohol for water. I'm going to add 2 pipettes of alcohol, 12 drops of Salvage Patina ink refill, and half a spoon of Solar Flare powder. So I am going to spray a white piece of ultra white cardstock and a manila tag for all of my projects so you can see what it would look like on both. After I spray these with water, I am going to dry them with my heat gun. I am already loving this mix. The combination of the ink and the Solar Flare powder and the white from the oxide are so pretty together. Just wait until you see it when it's dry. Now I'm going to show you the same mix with alcohol in place of the water. Don't forget to shake it. So the first difference I wanted to mention is the mix with the alcohol has a finer mist with the kaleidoscope powder spread out more, and the mix made with the water made larger speckles when it was sprayed. After I spray the tag with the alcohol mix, I would like to show you something else that you cannot do with the water mix. Look at how pretty that shine is throughout the tag. I just want to compare the two again. So the spray mixed with the alcohol needs to be sealed with hairspray or the powder will rub right off. Here I'm going to use my clear embossing ink to remove some of the powder before I seal it. Isn't that so pretty? I love the design the vintage damask left behind. It only takes a quick spray with the hairspray to set the powder. You can use a mist of water, but I prefer to use hairspray. Really quickly, I just wanted to show you how I keep track of the sprays that I have made. I cut a bunch of tags and write on the back of them what I mixed in the bottle. Then I spray the tags, dry them, and add them to my pin with my sample so I know how to make the same spray next time. My next mix is going to be using water, 10 drops of Tiptree Jam, ink refill, and Pluto Kaleidoscope powder. I am going to speed up the process here of mixing it. Keep in mind the fun part about mixing these sprays yourself is that you get to add as much ink and powder as you want to make your own colors. So play, experiment, and have fun. I am going to make the same mix with 91% alcohol. You can always experiment with other percentages of alcohol. The higher the percent, the less water in it. I'm sure that would also change how the spray looks. I don't know if you noticed, but I do not have to heat the tags that I sprayed with the alcohol to dry them. That is because of the lower water content in the alcohol. It dries pretty quick on its own. So let's see how the Tiptree Jam ink and Pluto mixed with water looks. My camera's not picking up the shine, but it really is pretty. Now for the Tiptree Jam ink and Pluto mixed with alcohol. It is important to shake up your spray each time you use it because the Kaleidoscope powder will just fall to the bottom of the bottle. I just love Tiptree Jam. It's one of my favorite colors in the Color Hive line. See how the water spray has more speckles than the alcohol spray had? As a side-by-side comparison, you can see how they spray differently. Now I want to show you how making both water and alcohol mixes would look nice on a project together. I'm going to use the tag that I had sprayed with the alcohol mix and this beautiful stencil from Maker Forte called Flutter by Butterflies. I'm spraying it with the mix I made with water. Isn't that just gorgeous? So I am going to spray my tag with hairspray to set the powder. I know I said that with water sprays you shouldn't have to set the powder. However, I didn't spray the tag before putting the stencil on it. So the part that was covered by the stencil did not get the water sprayed on it, and this tag was for the alcohol mix tag. Now let's mix Yellowstone ink and Yellowstone Kaleidoscope powder to see how the powder will just add a nice shine to your ink spray. So for this water spray, I'm mixing 15 drops of Yellowstone ink with half a scoop of Yellowstone powder in the bottle. I am going to do the same thing for the alcohol spray, but I'm going to really speed it up this time since I've shown you the process a few times now. Here is what the Yellowstone looks like sprayed. I have the water spray on the left and the alcohol spray on the right. I wanted to show you this Yellowstone alcohol mix tag sprayed with the Salvage Patina water mix. You will see what I did with it at the end of the video. Okay, now to make our tag. I'm using a white pigment ink mixed with Nebula Kaleidoscope powder for this tag. I'm going to use both the water mix and the alcohol mix on the tag. I use 10 drops of the pigment ink in each of the bottles. I'm going to speed up the spraying process again. The water spray is on the left and the alcohol is on the right. I did notice that with the pigment ink, I must have needed more Kaleidoscope powder because even though the purple shows through, it doesn't really have any shine to it. I would also like to show you what happens when you spray white pigment ink and Nebula powder on Eclipse black cardstock. You can see the mix with the water left an opaque, milky splatter where the alcohol mix was more transparent and you can see the shine of the Kaleidoscope powder. So back to the tag. I'm going to use this beautiful stamp called Flower Cluster. I'm stamping the sentiment on the alcohol spray tag using Eclipse black ink. I had to stamp it twice because I forgot the foam pad in my MISTI and the ink smushing tool came in real handy to help me with it. Because I'm going to be spraying a water spray over the sentiment, I need to make sure my Eclipse Black ink is completely dry or it will run. Now I'm going to spray the white pigment ink and Nebula mixed with water through the herringbone stencil. I really love how that looks. I am just going to dry it real quick, and off camera I stamped and colored the floral cluster from the stamp set to add to the tag at the end. Isn't that so fun? I think it will be just the right background for the flower. Here is the finished tag. I will have all of the colors and supplies listed below. I just want to show you how I finished up some of the other tags I made with you today. These were so much fun to make, and I'm looking forward to experimenting more with my powders and ink refills. If you remember in the video, I made the tag with the Yellowstone background and I sprayed it with the salvaged patina mix. I stamped and die cut these butterflies from that tag, and I think it turned out really pretty. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video. All of my social media links are listed below, and you can find me on Instagram and YouTube at KimmyB16. I really hope you enjoyed Maker Forte's month of Inktoberfest. See you next time.